Alrighty-o. Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing today? We're going to go ahead and see if we can get a run off the ground here. Let's go ahead and re-roll 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Baron Grael, Underlegion. All right. Seeing an early twist back assistant makes me feel good. They're pretty strong to get the trample and rage. It's a lot of utility. We'll need to find a way to utilize it, but usually not that hard. Some spawning mechanics and a good old hook hand. So, going against rage. So slay or siphon we got to watch out for, and this is the one where we have to watch out for our units dying. Okay. Or, yeah. Well, actually both siphon. All right, we're so good. I mean, if we do get trample, I feel like this Baron Grael could go pretty good, right? We just kind of need to save a trample guy for... Save a trample guy for the end is what I was going to say before we got into the selection. I mean, Odie's Totem's interesting with Pyre of Entropy with the extra shards that are going in the deck, but I think you just tend to take mana anyway, that we don't need it. Pyrestone Housing is a little lackluster to begin. All right, and Yariel. I think this will work out. So against Yariel, the trained stewards have like they take just enough damage where or maybe this is actually different now that I'm looking at it. I was gonna say they take just enough damage so that they die in one hit against them. I was hoping that with the daze, we might be able to prevent some of that, but that doesn't seem likely right now. What I could do is pull you to the front. We lose a little bit of damage on you, but you die. You take less damage. Let's have you hit a little harder, and let's put you in front there. All right. All right, let's prep a twist back assistant up here. I'm actually gonna put a green recruit as well. I only really need to add the rage and the trample if needed. We'll just keep doing that. I mean, he actually tramples them down, which is interesting and fun. Let's toss another guy here. And they're both dying, which is nice. We'll save your attack for Yariel. Let's do that. Let's actually get top a little bit stronger here. Okay. We're just in a really prime position for this guy to come in and like one-shot all of our people. That's what we're gonna leverage these guys for here a little bit if we can. So like you're just going all in right now. I can spawn. 3/3. So hit. We kill the one with him. All right. All right, I think we're good. Dazing didn't really matter there because they were killing my troop jump blocker. All right, coming up with 12 is pretty good, especially when I can do that. So now we're taking more stacks down. Oops. Perfect. All right, maybe a little over primed on that fight, but there's been more than enough times where he's walked in and just walked right through my entire defense and killed everybody one hit. I do like the advance in lifesteal. Vampire's Tooth is pretty good too. Could eventually get rid of some erratic assistance if we have enough better assistance, but I'm gonna go It's Alive. And Propagate 2 sounds good. Alright, Quick and Titanite, not known to be the best Underlegion things here. I'm not opposed to a Spore Launcher. Reanimate's not... Oh, well, Reanimate's actually interesting with these guys, I guess. And let's give him a smidge more attack, I guess. Alright. Remember, we do have the Pyre Stone housing, so we definitely want to use that money for something... Oof. Maybe we do hit that one up. Probably. Units on each floor, eh? If I don't want to take any damage, I do this, I think. Pretty sure he survives there, right? Yeah, just barely. Okay. Let's do that. That kills everybody there. You get your heal back. Toss that, and then we'll prepare a unit for you to eat again. All right. A little worrisome. Do it like this so that the Green Recruit is primed for that floor when they get up there. And then I think the Green Recruit should pretty much solve the rest of this. They're all pretty weak anyway, right? Looks solved to me. Prime another one there. And congratulations, you have power now. And let's... Sure, they can get to the top. I'm not that worried about it. Alright, sure, you can have a little bit of damage here. Let's hit that guy, not that it matters. Bring that guy to the front. We're actually going to do a lot more damage because he was increasing everything by a lot. All right. Obviously, a little bit of a backwards floor setup thanks to the Mark of the Invasion, but I think proof of concept shows that the deck has some functionality. Take him out, little friend. And then this Green Recruit, in and of itself, pretty much just handles everything for us. Well, perfect. So, what do we find here? Sure. Another advance and propagate's pretty good. The room's really nice too, I think. Maybe I should have taken it. I was thinking more so once there's a troop stack on the floor, I can just pull it forward and propagate too and just have a little bit more utility in my deck. Well, maybe we'll find it anyway. Oh. Save it in case we find the Entropy event. Okay, one of the newer events. Rare card from the allied clan, artifact, or drafts only offer selections from my allied clan. That seems not great. I mean, we have a pretty decent Underlegion deck right now. Underlegion with the assistant play is not... I mean, I think they complement each other, but splashing in assistance doesn't really complement a full Underlegion build. So let's just do an artifact. There's a lot of really good artifacts that... yeah, that we can find. So, I mean, Decay 1 is okay on summon. We're pretty much just doing more of this. So we increase this by 50%. Decay spreading among enemies is actually pretty cool too. This is a little bit more... I don't know, I think these like fulfill a similar role. And we don't really consume anything just yet. So let's just try World-Ending Strain. In theory, it's like if we have like a heavy and then like two guys and he's gonna apply, let's just do base case of 2. It would be 2, 2, 2. The 2 in the back die, which then would transfer over 4 to the front guy for a total of 6. Where if we took the other one that just added the additional 1, the guy in front would still just have 3. So I think that tends to be the better play there. Meat shield for somebody. Ooh. I like Boiler Room, yeah. I'll definitely pick that up. Mostly because of Pyre of Entropy here. Other than that, the deck doesn't like super synergize with it all that well because we have so many 0 costs, but I mean, more mana can't normally be bad. All right, this guy notably starts out very, very weak at 7 attack and gets stronger as the fight progresses. No, I can just equip that to him right away, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more. And I do need a unit to spawn down here. So no meat shield, unfortunately. All right, Decay did not really spread too much, but that's fine. This guy will definitely help in that regard. I mean, honestly, if you were to die, that'd be pretty sick, huh? Eat this guy. We're gonna apply it to you so you get more damage here. And let's have you not take damage and then be probably happy with that. So how many of them are actually dying to decay? All of them? That didn't... Alright, we're gonna have to watch how that happened next time. So I'm pretty sure if I eat this guy, he maintains the equipment, and he just reanimates. So that's... I could have advanced him too, actually. Probably should have. So advancing you is fine. Nice. Alright, top's looking fine. Put you there, I guess, for defense next turn. Alright, so I think it... yeah. Math is not mathing in my head right now. I am a little sick, too. That could be why, but... When you're getting a rage, which is kind of funny, because then that'll mean you'll eventually get, like, stronger, right? You dying to spikes is actually pretty good. You have an attack. You all have equipment. I mean, I guess you get some equipment. All right. So in theory, this guy is dying to decay, right? Can you tell me exactly what it says? Decreases every turn per stack, huh? Oh my gosh, the game moves so slow. Alright, here we go. So you die... Well, actually, you die to decay, huh? Oh no, you die normally. Okay, no, that looks like it worked, right? I think I know what happened. I think the flagellant that one turn ended up killing himself and not dying to decay. Which again, world-ending strain is you must die to decay. So I think we're good. I think I would just was overthinking it a bit. Me overthinking things, never. Gonna do 30 damage. So then in theory, these two are dying to their decay stacks. So then these will get transferred over to, well, you're taking 30 at the end. Actually, are you dying to your decay stacks too? Okay, you're dying to these guys. So you don't get, these don't get changed. These will get passed on. So he should get 18 more, something like that. Maybe. I totally did not pay attention to how many he got. All right, GG. Huh. I mean, Mix-a-Lot is fun. Guess I'll click on it, although I'm not, like, fully impressed by it. Pincushion plus the Devour Baron Grael is, like, not terrible. Amorous Inoki is always fun, too. mean, Amorous Inoki is pretty solid, actually. I really need floor space, though. But that's where we're going to find a really clutch tiny stone right now. The mushy room is, or mushy room, is not terrible to just place up top as needed. I think I'm just gonna skip. We're just gonna keep going the Devour line here. Do kind of like having that guy endless. All right. This deck is definitely turning into something for sure. All right. Do I have the floor space to do what I want to do? 1, 5, no, not yet. I need floor space next to be able to do Spore Launcher, Amorous, Baron, and cycle my guys. So we're doing good. I mean, I'm happy with how things look right now. We'll just continue to do Baron top. We'll go Amorous, Spore Launcher. You're chilling in middle. Drop a Train Steward. Well, not the start we were hoping for, but yeah, all right. That literally just transferred over the 10 so nicely for us to see. Consume. Dang. That's definitely a bull, huh? All right, slide him up. That was a really bad order, but let's not consume you yet. That'll probably help us out. It's kind of fine to do it this way. But I'll have you... Oh, wait. I don't need a chump blocker here. We're fine. You know, I forgot that we had boiler room, so I just have like so much of this stuff coming up for me. By stuff, I mean mana, obviously. He's too strong. Well, hate to tell you, but you guys are in a lot of trouble here. No, I should have eaten one more time up top. The really fun thing about the Reanimate Endless guy here, not that we're that worried about it, but against the, I think it's this boss, the whatever Reanimate guy, he's going to be a really, really solid answer to him. What do I want to do here? Surgical Strike? I feel like Surgical Strike against Entropy. Not that we necessarily need it. We really aren't doing consume stuff, which is kind of nice in a way. I'm used to just really going all into consume with Underlegion. Huh. I don't think it sketches. First time you target friendly with a non or spell. I mean, Propagate 2, Lifesteal. Whatever the mix happens, the Abyssal Prism seems pretty good. Dramponics is right up our alley now that we are doing more Propagate stuff. It's almost interesting. Our opening is like pretty solid though. I don't really want to have the increase. I can definitely drop a Train Steward from the opening play though. But this also comes back to impact us with all the other units in our hand at a later date. Granted, with the extra Hell's Flame, or the extra mana from Hell's Flame, we're probably fine. Titan Skin 5 makes my guy unkillable. Not that important. Revenge Rage is always interesting. The one other thing that I'm like leaning more against it than not is we do have the Pyre Stone housing. So I could get just my own upgrades, not hinder my deck too much, and just click on that and be really happy with how things are turning out. Save a little bit of money, no reroll for anything else. This guy, the Undying one. But yeah, the Green Recruit's like a really fun answer to him. I wouldn't say necessarily, I guess, an answer, but since the Green Recruit's there, he like gets hit, he spawns a guy, Green Recruit gets a hit. I think the Mushroom guy also gets a hit. And then he kills the guy, but then Green Recruit gets another hit. So like we're kind of net positive. My guess is we won't see it happen, but our deck is a little bit too strong right now, I'd say. Well, I need somebody to spawn down here, I guess. Let's do that. Let's try to get Baron Grael to be a little bit stronger here. We did not hit our decay hits that we needed. Without backliners, our bottom floor is like not that strong. Crap. All right. We're not panicking. You're panicking. I probably really should rip that guy to the front for sure. Baron Grael is like not really scaling fast enough just yet. We're like, kind of close. Okay, Green Recruit being here is nice. Titan Skin 4, that's really what's killing me right now, huh? Can do this to get the kill if I want to, which I might want to. That looks good there. I'm like A-okay with that guy getting to the top and hurting me a little bit. Got 3 lifesteal right now. That's good for me. Just kind of want to get another one of those out of the deck. All right, now that we kind of got our Decay strat going on, we're pretty good. Fine. Want to make this 0 cost would be nice. That guy will die next turn. But I forgot about the Abyssal Prism giving everybody all those stats. That's pretty crazy. All right, so obviously we just need to get some removals to make sure that our deck gets to this state faster. And this will just propagate everybody. Wow. And we get to do it again with Rage 4, Lifesteal, Damage Shield 1. So again, if you missed the interaction for Abyssal Prism, will give everybody the effects of the spell in the hand. So when I play it, you see everybody's attack is going up. Everybody's going to get 1 damage shield and all the lifesteal. And this bottom floor has nothing it can do. This guy can't even break through our first line of defense here. We also take forever to kill this guy, which is really funny. Good job, Green Recruit. Exactly as we expected you to be played. Do I care about the reanimate? Not really. A Great Decay. No, thank you. I do really like the Great Decay, but I don't want my spells to consume. I will take an inhale, though, I think. All right, we have 500 gold in a dream. What do we see? A large stone on this guy. 80 health, huh? I think that's a good way to start him, although dualism would be pretty good. Right? Do I risk it for the dualism? I'm gonna have another Merchant of Steel coming up here. Where's my overworked assistant? You take some damage there. All right, cool. I'm gonna reroll actually. Well, we tried our best. Start you with regen 10 for no discernible reason. Maybe give this guy some assistance. It's not great, but let's give you some reanimate. Large mystery box is not great because Pyre of Entropy will eventually be drawing us 10 cards. 3 spell cards is fine, but I think for me it's just a... Ooh, don't click on the thing that we said we weren't gonna do. A steward package, and one more steward. Just 3 removals. Real 2 removals, I guess, for free, basically. If I pay the 40 gold right now, it would be 3 removals. Might go over to that Merchant of Magic, though, at the end, so I'll get a removal later. We are drawing 10, so like 1 extra card is not the end of the world. But again, it's not even an extra card, right? We're -2, so. All right. Speaking of being -2, there was no segue there. All right. I mean, Siphon, End a Dream. I think we'll most likely be fine. Order Penguin. Everybody kind of just survives to start with. Nice, you're here. Definitely want that equipment to happen soon. Hey, perfect. We'll do something like that, I think. Actually, why not just do that to get a chump blocker there for later? Well, you may be in some trouble. All right, like the way that looks. Anything else? I mean, I can move you forward to give you more reanimate. Everybody else gets a little bit more regen. I can also summon my box down here because that will die out pretty quickly. Other than that, I could surgical strike if I wanted. I don't know if I want to. Let's just get you out of the field. All right. You are dead on floor 2, which is nice. And again, it's revenge, right? All right. We did not get our advance, which is... Oh, wait. We got you. Perfect. Yeah, that looks better. Regen, reanimate. All right. That'll be good for down there when we get it. So much health, huh? I mean, you surviving might be okay. I mean, this guy down here now is like securing our plan. All right. I do need a chump blocker up top, I guess, though, for when he arrives back up there. And granted, bottom is probably secured, but... Alright, like to see it. You're dying, good. We'll save my hit for later then. All right, there we go, do that. Cool. As you can see, we're harvesting like most turns. Well, actually every turn, or sorry, I should say devouring all turns. And we are still not really able to get all of our assistants out here. Can kind of just drop some off wherever. You're in trouble either way, huh? Not if I do this, I guess. And your 40 health is relatively meaningless, to be honest. You can have trample, sir. Why not? I think we're getting our mix a lot in the next draw, so I can make this Madman Infusion even more. So now it is 6, 4 Reanimate, 9 Spites. I think that's fine to drop right now. You're also dying, which is, I guess, fine. Gonna have multi-strike now, which kind of helps out bottom a little bit. Makes top, I think, dead if he goes there. Oh, never mind. We're in the final wave. We are winning the fight. Cool. Man, our bottom floor. Just doing some good old Underlegion things. I mean, Spike of the Legion is really good, right? With the Abyssal Prism. All right, and definitely just gonna keep going to Merchant of Steels here. Our health is really good. Devour 3 times the attack this time. Skip. Guess I'll just give you a large stone because where's our guy? This guy? I'll just give him an extra 20 health, I guess. I don't know, he's providing some utility. Multi-strike, that's not worth it. Where is my guy? I've been powering up my overworked assistant. Let's give him one more reanimate. Giving him Endless is almost interesting, too. And I just need him to devour. Plus, like, some equipment here. But I think we're kind of fine. Hopefully, this deck functions how I need it to. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna have 2 capacity left open. One is for our Mush Boy, our troop stacker. So our fun guy, I guess his actual name is. So that'll be 6. So we have one open slot, which will tend to be our Green Recruit. And then we'll also have an overworked assistant somewhere along the way. So we just got to be careful on the rally stacking. I think this works. We'll find out pretty quickly, huh? All right. Seeing you right away is pretty decent, I think. Trying to think of the order here, because I also have the twist back assistant. I mean, just dies up top, and that's how we get the rage, right? I do need that guy to die at some point, though. I mean, you can just also get eaten now, right? It's not the end of the world. You are dying now, which is good. A little unfortunate up there. I don't know how much I can do about it. Oh, perfect. Would really like to not take this damage if that's cool. Yeah, see, this is the issue I was running into where I won't be able to devour anymore. Interesting. I really needed that overworked assistant to get their reanimate going for a little bit longer. I guess you're dying out, which is good. Oh no, you're surviving now. No. Went to reanimate. I didn't even think that guy had reanimate when I played that. That's okay. I think actually killing these guys is not great because their decay stacks will transfer over. +111. I mean, that just kills you going to the top with 85, so you're on death's door. Yeah, I don't know if playing Baron Grael on bottom necessarily accomplished much for us. Good to find out now. The Amorous Inoki was also a tiny stone. We would be good. The thing is, like, it can work. Like I said, if we had our overworked assistant on the floor already and this guy's just surviving, but if this guy ever dies and we just don't have room for replacement, it's a little clunky. Upper Flesh is really fun. Enemy units propagating 4 is kind of nice. Getting all those decay stacks on them. All right, let's go to the left here. Intrinsic -1. Some options for sure. Regen 3 on Harvest is a lot, but I don't even know if I need it. X-cost card staying in hand is pretty nice. It gets some of our more powerful cards in there. Well, I guess if I reduce cost of, like, Mix-a-Lot, it won't. What if I just, like, mass removal here? Oh, I don't really want to do crazy amounts of removes. Too many Vengeful Shards. All right. I was gonna say, do we have a duplicate over here? We do not. Mix-a-Lot's so much fun. I think we do 10 magic on Surgical Strike and -1 it, so that we can just infinitely play it as needed. Spike of the Legions, the remove consume. Kinda like Inhale on Intrinsic in case we do get like a really bad opening hand. Spell Chain on it. I'll maybe be able to get to play it. I could do Mix-a-Lot, Permafrost at -1. All right, which leads me to believe we don't get this. I don't get this. I'm just gonna reroll. Friends Hysteria, draw a room card, reduce its cost. We only have Boiler Room right now. Definitely take Friends Hysteria. Frenzy Stasia. There it is. Artificial Pyre Stone is like not. I mean, it gets a Train Steward out of the deck. I could also just remove that Train Steward right now, right? The remove consume on that's good. I don't think I need to do that. Let's just remove some other stuff. Rid of one eager conscript here. We're gonna just try to maybe clean up the draws a little bit. Fine with all that. I mean, Jack in the Box does draw aggro. I, in theory, should be able to play these at some point thanks to Boiler Room. Maybe it is just like the 1-in-1 here. Okay. All right, and maybe, you know, one of the ways to counteract Entropy is to not have everything on the same floor so that the silence doesn't just totally destroy you when it happens. So I think we'll be happy here. You can chump block for me, please. All right, overworked assistance in. We are not consuming yet. All right, there we go. That makes life a lot better. Thor gets some more. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so dumb. Oh, the comments. Yep. That is the reanimate one, not the one that does the propagate. Hi, did I think that? Okay. We're so fine. We're so fine. We know what's up. All right, Silence Guy's dead. We like to see that. What do we get here? Sap and Enfeeble. Less thrilled on that. That's fine. Give you the damage. Devour you. Propagate to get more reanimate here. Get enfeebled. All right. How are those decay stacks treating y'all? Pretty good to me. Oh, you are my endless one. Really don't like having to sap out here, but all right, let's bring you to the front now, please. Start to get a little bit more going on. I don't really care about the damage. I just want to do damage back. That guy's a little scary, actually. All right, well, hopefully the Decay stack transferring goes a long way here for us. 40's looking decent. You're not dying, so I can give you spikes here, which is kind of fun. The world's saddest Devour. Really want to hit up his propagate here a little bit more. We do get the propagate 1 at the beginning, which is nice. Okay, that's not really what we wanted to see, but it's probably fine. You are still dying, but everybody else dies, so that's probably okay. Probably top handles this floor that's up there now. This is actually a really tough one too. I need to be careful about my incant spells that I play. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Really a little sad that you don't have real damage on you right now. Yeah, this is quite troublesome. I mean, bottom floor wins, so I'm really just concerned about these two, right? Yeah, definitely don't want to cast up there arbitrarily. I guess we're just taking damage to the face and kind of have to deal with it, huh? Don't even have that much decay stacking on those guys. Don't have much here either. That's gonna just be... That's good. Trample is helping us out, I think, here. A lot of damage, though. The one thing I also did not find was any ways to do sap. Well, not necessarily true. We do have this. Feeling a little less confident. I think the sapping from them definitely set back our Baron Grael. There's a couple rounds where like we couldn't even sap for positive damage. Maybe some order misplay by me. Having my overworked assistant in front was not great. So, a couple pieces to optimize here, but overall, I think we are in a decent position. All right. Seeing you right away is not bad. You get your trample right away, get another assistant up there. Do I play it out now? Probably not, because it's either going to be really positive for us, or there's two options for us to interact with the enemies. One, which we'd play on you, but we could do that next turn as well. Might just be better to propagate you. Take less damage. Huh. Interesting, right. Be the one that can, no, you can be Davis. Just put you in front, put you in back, kill you. Oh, oops. That was really bad. That was so dumb of me. I'm only slightly confused. It's fine. Okay, well, now that that happened, I mean, this guy getting the reanimate and the spikes is really nice. As long as we can keep him alive, the spikes will kill savagery. They do scale very, very quickly here. All right. Let's see what we get here finally. Hey, we do get the sap. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So you are sap now for a little bit. That's nice. We're still scaling a little bit up here. I do want to put like this guy here, I think. And maybe do... Consume. I should have maybe played that first. That's fine. That was so poorly done. That's okay. I should have advanced my guy down here. Actually, I need him to have a little bit more reanimate, to be honest. It's coming up here. Could be the straw, actually. There it is. All right, now we have our reanimate. Play that out. All right, and I can pull 4 now too, but I don't want to propagate this guy yet. Well, no, I do want to propagate. I kind of want to propagate everybody else though, right? It's not propagate, Penguin. It's reanimate. Remember. Remember what it is, please. You get 4, and then I can just hit you with a big one, right? That's probably correct. All right, now you're reanimate 12. Good. Okay. Feeling better, feeling better. Now we're really just worried about this guy hitting us, which he's gonna start to do at some point, but it should be fine. Spikes 50 counters him a little bit. You are getting hurt quite a lot up top, though. Dying by decay. Oh, no, they're dying by spikes, actually. So hitting them out now isn't bad. I don't think there's necessarily any reason to kill them this way versus not. They actually might be spawning more units for me because they're killing my guy. Really gonna be relying on these decay stacks spreading. The heal is a little rough though. All right, Baron Grael, how are you looking, huh? It's a good hit there for sure. Definitely need to do that, although I think that guy's pretty much resolved at this point. What do we see here? Nice. Spikes regen. All right, I think I just want to apply a bunch of reanimate to you. I know we're taking 4 damage here, but that's basically 1 hit from him, right? Not the end of the world. Speaking of the end of the world, I think middle is good thanks to trample here. All right, that's looking good. We can use the contagious to keep his sap down. Propagate you, spawn. Don't need to do much else. Thank you for smashing your head against this guy and all of his spikes. It's just like 300-ish extra damage we were able to do. I don't really need to play this anymore. You're reanimate 6. You're doing a good amount. Do I do another reanimate stack on him up top? Everything's looking good here. Don't even know if I need the Madman infusion. I've kind of just been holding on to it in case we do. I think I could go for red. Yeah, red might be better, or even just some more sap and whatnot. Yeah, let's just play this out now, I guess. Play it up top. Blue is the least useful for sure. You are dying, huh? That is a scary wave. Okay. Much less scary. Okay, and that'll be a nice little thing to add on bottom when we get there. The unstable is proccing, I think, from the spikes here is what's changing the number down there. All right, do we win next turn? We're pretty dang close. I don't know what the decay stacks are on savagery is the question. We're there. Look at that, everybody gets a little bit stronger right at the end. Take him out. Yeah, actually, he's killing himself thanks to all the spikes, pretty much. 145 times 4? Yeah. See you later, my friend. Well, you know, it wasn't the best Baron Grael showing, although I think it shows how to build around him to answer a lot of the issues of heavies making it to the top. So, happy we chose to go on that path. You guys let me know how many mistakes I made other than, you know, misreading half the cards, and I'll see you guys next time.